Morning. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so tired. Holy shit. It's 9 o'clock. Okay, I got woken up like 3 times last night. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm up. I'm up. I got my coffee. Oh my god, even worse news. Even worse news. Get ready, you guys. Get ready. We ran out of regular coffee. I'm drinking decaf. Ah! Decaf! It's like, what's the point? What's the point? You know? Who the fuck invented decaf? It makes absolutely no sense. You might as well just fucking drink water, you know? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I'm so sore. I did leg day a couple days ago, and yesterday was arm day, so my body is just exhausted right now. Okay. Oh, good morning. I got my eggs. I cooked 2 eggs or 3. I can't even remember. Honestly, I was just an autopilot. I I turned on the stove and just started cooking. I don't remember how many I made. I got woken up last night. My brother's dog likes to get taken out like around 4 or 5 in the morning a lot of times, and for some reason, lately, uh, there's been kind of just like weird people hanging around the house, and they like to come onto like the other side, even though we have to buy one of those like signs, right? We have to put those signs are like the beware dog signs, because like I swear to God, I think some of these guys just like don't realize it, and then like when we let our dog out in the morning, they just fucking panic. But like, yeah, that shit woke me up because they fucking jumped onto the tin roof uh last night and just like shit ton of fucking noise. Oh, and now I have no decaf, and that's like fucking first fucking hell. Now I'm drinking decaf. I really wish I just had regular coffee, but this will do. This will do. I guess I'll have like a sugar rush from the coffee creamer. Okay. Um, dream segment. I do not remember what the hell I dreamed of. Uh, Hold on, let me think. Did I even dream last night? I think I got interrupted. Like my REM got interrupted. I think way too early, so I don't even think I was able to like go into a dream. Um, normally I'm able to. I'm starting to like these morning segments too, because I have such a tough time writing a dream journal. I have such a tough time writing a dream journal. So doing these morning segments is really, really nice because I'm able to sometimes wake up, start up stream, and then talk about a dream I had. And it's much easier to try to like interpret it to somebody else than it is to like write it on a journal personally. I think writing in a journal is pretty easy, especially if you have it kind of like fresh in your mind. But to try and express your dream in words is actually kind of a little difficult. You know what I mean? but uh, but yeah. I think it's a little difficult to actually speak into words. All right, water before the coffee. You know the rules. Oh shit! I totally forgot. I have to add one more thing to the list of things for later. How do you say it? Protein powder? Yes. I finally ran out of protein powder. I can't believe it. When I bought this thing, ugh, I never thought I was gonna run out of this. Just like from how huge this thing was. It expires April 2026. But I never thought I was gonna go through it. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe I actually fucking finished that entire bottle. I have to find more protein powder though, for sure. Later on when I go to the grocery list, or grocery store. Ugh. Oh my god, decaf. I can't operate off a decaf. I'm sorry, you guys. If I'm like fucking all over the place today with, and I can't talk or articulate my words, it's because I don't do decaf. It doesn't work on me. I need caffeine. I need like straight injection of some kind of caffeine into my veins. You know what I mean? Either that or I just need to like hold my hand over a fucking open flame. I need to feel something. Okay. Let's get into this though. Let's get into this. All right. Let me turn on my browser audio. This should still be. So, first thing I wanted to go over was some Gamescom stuff. It just recently passed. There was a bunch of announcements that just dropped. I wasn't able to catch it live, so I'm gonna react to it now over some coffee and food, which is honestly not a bad way to enjoy this. All right. Let's see what we got here. Gamescom 2025. Wait. Should I watch the IGN version of this, or should I actually look up the entire Gamescom video? How long was it? Asmongold reacted to it. Math cheap. Hey, Queso reacted to it. Wait, playing Granny. Wait, why did this pop up? Oh, was it because I was doing our like streamer? I think streamers are starting to pop up on my For You because of the old reacts that I used to do, the Rise and Falls. So now it's just like recommending me just like stuff that's like based off of Twitch. Just made everything worse. Wait, what? Drama bait? All right, I'll take a look at it. We'll see. See what people's opinions are on Gamescom. Shroud reacts to game. Oh, now here's someone I can get behind. Shroud reacts to Gamescom. Okay, 14 hours ago. All right, let's see. All right, let's take a look at this. I don't want to look at this one yet. I don't want to look at this one yet. Unless no. Let's watch the IGN one first. We'll watch the IGN one, and then we'll go into people reacting to it. We'll react to the reactions. Wait a minute. Resident Evil. That's right. February 27th. Was that the? Has it always been that official release? I forgot to edit my camera. Oh fuck. Oh. How do I still struggle with my camera? I gotta do so much fucking laundry today. Don't look at my background. I'm covering it right now, but do not look at my background. I literally piled up all my fucking clothes into one big ass pile in the back. I have to wash today. I have to. I'm wearing, this isn't the last of my clothes, but this is the last of like my regular fits. You know how like you'll have like an entire dresser of clothing that you never put on. It's just like a giant like bunch of clothes that you just have for reserve. I finally hit that backup reserve. I finished my week of outfits that I usually wear, and now I'm getting dangerously close to like having to wear stuff that I haven't worn in years. You know what I mean? I don't like to wear old shit for some reason that I bought. Like I don't know what it is. It has to be within like the like first 2 or 3 years of like buying, I think. After, like, I occasionally bring out something from like my old vintage fits, you know, like I think I've showed you guys some of like my t-shirts from like Anime Expo like years and years ago, or like my E3 t-shirts from when I used to attend, because I was part of I worked a game store for like years. So they were able to give me not media badges, but exhibitor badges for E3 back in the day. But yeah, they used to give out t-shirts back when E3 was actually cool, and they gave out like free swag, and you were able to like get like clothing and fucking oh my god, I should show you guys one of these days my pin collection. Back when I used to go to Anime Expo and E3, they used to give out so many lanyards and pins. I have so many old video game pins that they gave out for swag. But like I wonder like if it's like limited edition, or like if anything, any of those are going for money now, because like they never remade those. Those were E3 exclusives, and I got like I have like a handful of like some stuff. Like I think I have like a handful of like the Fallout 4 release stuff. Skyrim. Bethesda was like announcing that they were like joining up with Xbox one year, so they did like a bunch of like swag drops. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. One of these days, I'll have to go through like my entire fucking back stuff. I'm so lazy right now. So lazy. And then I'm working 2 jobs right now, so it's just to find the time a little bit. It's just no. All right. February. I think this one is summer of next year. October. Oh, October of this year. Holy shit. Ghost of Yotai is dropping in October? Oh my god. Where the fuck is the time going? Oh, this is waking me up a bit. Call of Duty. Oh, that looks sick. Absalom. I couldn't even read what the fuck that title was. Yo, Lego Batman! Let's fucking go, please. Oh my god, please say it's co-op. Oh my god. Age of Empire DLC! Oh no, I think that's just Anniversary Edition. Oh my god, Lazy's gonna lose his shit if it has a new DLC for Age of Empires. What? Oh my fucking god! Bubsy is like, that is a throwback. Cult of the Lamb. You know, I never had a chance to play Cult of the Lamb. This Deadpool VR looks so fun, but like I hate the idea that I have to buy a meta quest just to play it. Like, I'm not gonna play anything else on my meta quest. Like, I'm gonna spend what, $200 to $300 on that shit and not play any other game? Delta Force. Oh my god. Wait, what is this game? Densha Attack. Dude, they are preying on the TikTok crowd right now. They are preying on the TikTok crowd. Dude, it's Subway Surfers. It's Subway Surfers. Please tell me that game comes with like a bunch of like like a bunch of gacha shit. Please tell me that they use so many microtransactions in that game. Because oh my god, if you're gonna be making a game based off of Subway Surfers, you gotta make it microtransaction. Oh, I forgot to show you. You guys want to see my cute little fork? Fallout! Let's go! October? Wait, December or October? Is this... Wait a minute. Is this not... This isn't even the full fucking trailers? Holy shit. Wait a minute. Gamescom dropped a shit ton of games. Hold the fuck up. How long is Shroud's thing? 20 minutes? 21 minutes? Oh my god. They dropped so many trailers. Oh, and this was official gameplay trailer. Ooh, I gotta watch this. Okay. All right. There's some of these games. Onimusha. Ew! Oh my god, for those of you that were here for my last subathon. For those of you that were there for the subathon and I played Onimusha 1, you guys know how excited I am about this game. You guys know how excited I am about this game. I am so ready for Onimusha to drop. Oh, I kind of don't want to spoil myself too much on this though, right? I want to go into this game with like fresh mind. I don't want to know anything about the gameplay so that when I do launch it, I'm gonna be like, this looks fucking amazing. You know, my expectations are kind of very ground level right now. If I get them too high up, you know, Onimusha is gonna just be like another Dark Souls kind of game or like a Sekiro. I'm expecting Onimusha to be kind of like the next step of like what Dark Souls and Sekiro are trying to do, because I think Dark Souls, Sekiro, and games like Elden Ring, they focus so heavily on gameplay and action. They don't do a lot of storytelling as much. Like they leave a lot of like storytelling to kind of like lore. They leave a lot of storytelling to stuff that you find along the way, and they don't really explain a lot of things. I think Onimusha can bridge that gap by creating a really solid storyline while still maintaining the action and kind of like difficulty to it. We'll see though. It's a long ways away. When does this release? No release date on it. Okay. What's your guys' takes on anime games? I used to be so addicted to like anime style games, like the Tales of Cilia kind of games and Persona, and like I liked it when they were based off of like actual animes. Like I loved the Full Metal Alchemist game on PS2, right? That one was so fucking fun. But now I think it feels like there's too much anime. There's too much anime. There's fucking furries in games now. I think we've lost the sauce now, fellas. Weebs, I think we've lost the sauce now that furries have been introduced into the anime. Right? Okay. I'm not a furry. Okay? I'm not a furry. All right. Relax. Fate Trigger. Okay, we have to take a look at this afterwards. Ooh, new Monster Hunter. Wait, a collab with Final Fantasy? Fortnite. What? I just started playing Fortnite a lot with my group. Honestly, I used to play Fortnite just solo because I didn't really have a lot of people to play with. But now that I have like a solid group of people. Wait, anime for Sekiro? Wait, Silk Song? Another Indiana Jones? Please! Oh my god. Oh, no, it's just a re-release. Okay. I was, fuck, man. Got my hopes up. Enzoy. Toxic Commando. World of Tanks. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I heard that game was good. Long Gone. Moonlighter. I forgot about that game. Ooh. Neverness to Everness. Yo, this game looks sick. Oh, it's Ninja Gaiden. That's why. That's why. Of course. Ooh. I love traditional animation stuff. Anytime a video game incorporates traditional animation into their graphics, like that's my shit. I love that. Like Hi-Fi Rush, even though it wasn't like traditional animation stuff, like I love the gameplay style of that because it's so out of the ordinary. You don't see it all the time. I love it when something's like a breath of fresh air, you know? Ooh. I'm really curious about this game. This is the Silent Hill game, I think, right? Yeah, Silent Hill. I'm really curious on what they're gonna like incorporate into the gameplay. Ooh. Okay, another Dark Souls-y game. The Darkest Files. You know, it's kind of funny because like I'm seeing this trend now where there's like everybody has finished Elden Ring, everybody has played Sekiro, and now there's just like this like gigantic hole because they've all finished all these games. Like there's no other kind of like Souls-like games, right? So now you're seeing like just this flood of Souls-like games coming out. And it's just so many goddamn Souls-like games and Sekiro kind of clones. And it's just like, god damn, how many of these games are we getting, right? Nobody's fucking like doing anything different. It's just kind of like, it's just the same gameplay style with like a different storyline every fucking time, right? It's either a game where like you have to mash the attack button and the roll button, or it's a game where you have to counter and it's more like a Sekiro style. And it's just like, where's the variety, man? Where the fuck are we gonna get like when are we getting like a different gameplay combat style, right? Eventually we have to. Pokemon? Oh no, this is the Pokemon clone thing. Wait, 7 Deadly Sins? Bam, bam, bam. Ooh! Mmm! Valor Mortis. This game though, hold up. I gotta rewind this. I gotta rewind this real quick. Hold up. This game looks sick. Rhythm style? Unbeatable. That looks fucking cool. Hold up. It's dropping Steam, PS5, and Xbox. Oh, maybe Game Pass? Maybe Game Pass? November 6th? Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm adding that to the list of games to look out for. Valor Mortis. These are the kinds of games that like I really hope they're good, but like 8 out of 10 times, sometimes like there's something missing from the writing. There's something missing from the storytelling and the pacing of like the game. But like I come from like I grew up with BioShock, you know. I was there when BioShock dropped and when BioShock 2 dropped, and I was there for when BioShock 3 dropped. Okay, those were great first-person storytelling games, dude. The original Xbox Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher's Bay. Oh, dude, that game was good. We don't make first-person games the way we used to, man. We don't. But I think the reason is that like a lot of these games kind of like, again, they utilize the same engines, they utilize the same assets and the same gameplay kind of like mechanics. So like they just kind of all feel clones of one another with just like a little bit of like different animation slapped here and there, you know? Bloodlines 2. I'm saying this now and then I'm gonna end up launching like a some kind of like first-person game later and be like, this is incredible. Zero Parades. What is this? World of Warcraft? Oh, it is. Another expansion. Jesus Christ. When are they just gonna like let World of Warcraft kind of die? You know what I mean? I know. Controversial take. Controversial take. Dude. World of Warcraft, Blizzard, do not come after me. World of Warcraft nerds, please do not come after me. When I say World of Warcraft needs to fucking die out. It needs to. You guys need to fucking pull out of the fucking World of Warcraft scene because, for one, when they start losing money, they'll make a sequel. And the sequel will be so much more superior to the fucking base game that they have right now. You go, sure. Right now it looks polished. World of Warcraft looks kind of nice. It looks clean. But I guarantee you, if they made a dude, Blizzard has so much money. They have so much experience. They have so many assets. If they remade and made like a World of Warcraft 2 or like something entirely different, like a remake of like, oh my god, if they did like World of Warcraft, but it was orcs versus humans, like the original Warcraft like theme, that would be fucking huge. It'd be like prehistoric age. Everybody's kind of building up their weaponries. So like the MMO would seem so much more. It'd feel like a RuneScape. It would feel like a RuneScape, but just like with better graphics. Like, I think Blizzard has so much potential. But because they make so much money off of World of Warcraft, they're just sitting so pretty on their fucking on their pay pig, basically. So like That's the problem, though. I think World of Warcraft, as much as people will not like to hear this take, it needs to die out. World of Warcraft needs to die out. Hot take, hot take.
There's a lot to cover here, so let's dive right into it. Honor of Kings World showcases 4-player co-op and massive bosses. It's been a while since Teamy Studios Group's Honor of Kings World received any updates, and while there's still no release date, some new action-packed gameplay is available. Co-op is showcased with 4 players working together to take on overwhelming bosses. Coming to PC and consoles, Honor of Kings World was announced in 2001 and sees players embarking on a new story in the MOBA's universe. As a GC Academy student, you'll encounter various heroes and venture through the world, encountering various dangers and learning more about the flow. Combat is real-time, and players can switch between 2 unique fighting styles. Ghost of Yotei Legends announced. Free co-op mode launches in 2026. Sucker Punch Productions' Ghost of Yotei received a new story trailer, offering more of a glimpse at the Yotei 6.
I'm so excited for this game.
Perhaps the biggest surprise is the announcement of Ghost of Yotei Legends, a co-op mode similar to Ghost of Tsushima Legends that's launching in 2026.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that Ghost of Yotei didn't launch as a multiplayer. Like, I'm all for the new character, and like I'm really excited to see what their storyline is gonna be. But like, I really thought it was gonna be like a co-op experience. I really thought they were gonna do like a 2-player thing, and it was gonna be like Splinter Cell. I was really expecting it to be like Splinter Cell, because this entire game feels like it's going more towards like a Splinter Cell's kind of like gameplay style, right? Right? If you look at like PS2 era, like Splinter Cell, Double Agent, and stuff like that, it's so similar. So similar. Of course, this has way better graphics and way better gameplay mechanics for sure, but like, I was really hoping that was going to be a co-op.
Alongside supernatural threats, players will embark on
it would have been really cool if it were like 2 girls and they were like twins.
Survival missions. Similar to its predecessor, Yotei Legends is free for base game owners. Of course, how it will differentiate itself in terms of progression...
Oh my god. Oh, I have the perfect storyline for this too. Oh. I think it was 1980? I think it was 1980. No. This movie was so goddamn fire. Tai Chi Master. Originally, this movie, oh my god, and it's the full movie on here? We have to do a watch party of this. This was one of my favorite martial arts films growing up. I watched it so many times. But it's about brothers that were like raised in a Shaolin temple. They were like orphans. And they end up kind of like separating later in life. One goes down the military route. The other guy goes down like living like a civilian, kind of like working at a restaurant or something along those lines. And he falls in love. And it's like, it's all about how like their lives kind of like meet back up in some ways, and like how they changed over time, where one pursued kind of like a different way of living and the other one pursued trying to go for power. And it's such a good movie. But it used to be called Twin Warriors, and then they changed it to Tai Chi Master later on. This was such a fire film, though. And this is like around the time. This is around the time that like Once Upon a Time in China came out too, which is a phenomenal series. If you've never seen Once Upon a Time in China, one of my favorite series for martial arts. I think Bong Wei Hung. That was like the tale of Fong Wei Hung, which was a folktale like legendary warrior. But yeah, this was like the peak, I think, personally, pinnacle of like what martial arts movies kind of like came to. Of course, 36 Chambers was actually pretty good too. What was this, 1993? Actually, no, this was pretty late, A lot of really good films came out in like the 70s and 80s also. Oh man, these fight scenes were so cool. And of course, one of the most fire female martial artists of this time too. Or, well, action star. She was a martial artist though. She was a phenomenal actress. Yeah, and just like silly shit like that, doing headbutts and jumping body to body. This scene is incredible though, because they're literally showing you the conception, because this is kind of like a tale of like how Tai Chi was like created, or like what their interpretation of what how Tai Chi was created. And this guy is like creating it based on like he's living in a time of turmoil, and he's dealing with like these military forces, and he's trying to like find balance in this life that he doesn't quite understand quite a bit. But it was really fucking cool to see back in the day. Yeah, one of Jet Li's best, honestly. Well, dude, Jet Li has so many good ones. The one was actually pretty good too, but Jet Li has some phenomenal films. I mean, Once Upon a Time in China, man. What a fucking classic. What a classic, dude.
In an exotic land, in a time of revolution,
I don't think people give this movie enough credit,
one man's courage
because the amount of money it took to create this was
Columbia
unbelievable.
TriStar Home Video proudly invites you to return to
And
one
it's
of the most celebrated action.
it's such a epic. This movie is such an epic on the scale that that it was released on. The amount of money that went into like wardrobe, the amount of money that they spent on editing and like all these set locations, choreography. It's crazy the amount of money that was spent on this film.
That thrust action star Jet Li into international superstardom, starring as the legendary hero Wong Fei Hong.
So you know how I was talking about this last night, how I used to be that kid. I wasn't like unpopular, but like I loved my alone time, and I would go into like the library to kind of spend time and like read books. I also, while I was at the library, would always go through their VHS collection stuff. Yes, I was a VHS kid. I had those fucking little like machines that like you'd insert the tape in and it would like rewind it all the way to the beginning. I had like a little car version of it. It was like a little Ferrari. Like you'd put that shit in there and it'd just rewind the tape for you all the way to the beginning. I used to fucking shop at Blockbuster too. I used to rent at Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. I used to be that person. Yeah. But like all the movies that I watched that were like retro and old school, like martial arts films, all came from the library. The public library, may I add. Support your local public library, because you'd be so surprised the wealth of knowledge that you can acquire at those places. I'm not even joking you. It's where I read some of my first animes. I read Akira, I read Princess Mononoke, I read Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, which is hands down one of my favorite mangas. And I think the anime didn't do it in justice at all. Same with Akira. Akira did not do, the animation did not do that graphic novel justice at all. There's so much that they cut from the books that wasn't applied to the movie. The movie's still fire, but Akira is such a well-written storyline. But yes. I'm getting way off topic. I'm getting way off.
And mission variety remains to be seen. But judging by the key, it seems that the 4 classes from Tsushima Legends will return.
That's cool. I hope they add more.
Spectrum is a new tactical shooter with survival horror elements. Developer Team Jade has unveiled its new title, Project Spectrum, with a trailer during Gamescom's opening night live event. The game
This
will be a
kinda
squad-based
reminds
first-person
me
shooter with a focus on asymmetric
of
combat.
Metro Last Light,
As the
right?
trailer would indicate, Project Spectrum was announced earlier this month as Crossfire Rainbow, and the new trailer's combat involves a similar enemy to what was fought in the trailer released earlier. This time around, however, we also get more context for the upcoming title's story, since the gameplay has been framed around a soldier getting debriefed after a mission that went horribly wrong. Project Spectrum is being developed using Unreal Engine 5 and is currently only planned for release on PC. Its story will revolve around a reality-warping force, Ember, that can transform everything it touches, both living and non-living, in strange and unknowable ways.
Whoa!
These events leave behind Ember Zones, which are then...
You know what that kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Infamous, right? That looks like the way they used to like traverse around the city
in strange and unknowable ways. These events leave behind Ember Zones, which are then investigated by an operator, which players take the role of. Black Myth Zone Kui announced, currently in early development. While many of us expected Game Science to reveal its upcoming story DLC for Black Myth Wukong at open...
I like this. I like that it wasn't like Black Myth Wukong 2, you know, and it's not just like a Wukong game. Like, they're actually doing kind of like old legends, and they're going down the line. Like, this is actually such a great idea because the studio has so much to work with, right? They have so much already existing IP that they can utilize.
Opening Night Live, it instead unveiled Black Myth Zong Kui, a new title in the series. It's in early development with no in-game footage currently available.
Zong Kui.
What journey he'll embark on remains to be seen, but ONL host Jeff Keighley assured that it would be another single-player adventure.
I want to see a Journey to the West.
Black Myth Wukong's Journey of the West-focused adventures weren't over by a long shot. It could mean a possible DLC reveal at the Game Awards in December, but we'll need to wait for more details.
Interesting.
Resident Evil Requiem gets new trailer focusing on Grace Ashcroft's past. A new trailer for the highly anticipated survival horror title Resident Evil Requiem was released. The trailer was showcased during Gamescom's opening night live event, and gives us a better idea of what we can expect from the upcoming title story. The trailer largely revolves around protagonist Grace Ashcroft's backstory, and how the events that transpired in her past have shaped the story of the larger world of Resident Evil. The trailer also features an appearance by Grace's mother and former Resident Evil protagonist from the co-op Outbreak games, Alyssa Ashcroft. While things start off seemingly normal, with Grace working on her laptop, a mysterious phone call along with the lights going off quickly pushes things into high gear. Parts of the trailer also confirmed that Resident Evil Requiem will return to the first-person perspective of its two predecessors. While the gameplay largely revolves around Grace and Alyssa trying to escape from the building, things quickly take a turn when another resident of the building is brutally killed by a strange-looking assailant. We also get a better understanding of Grace as a character.
Okay, I gotta skip this because I don't want to spoil too much. I want to see the actual like gameplay of that. Let me see what else is on here. Ooh, what is this? What is this?
Series X and S, PS5, and PC, the new trailer showcases tense combat and overwhelming bosses.
Oh man, I'm
Launching
really
next
hoping
year for Xbox Series X and
it's
S,
not just a
PS5, and
Sekiro clone.
PC, the new trailer sees protagonist Miyamoto Musashi battling all manner of Genma. Demonic swordsmen are
Musashi
the least
is
of your
back!
troubles, even if they're more than a match for Musashi's skills. There are also gelatinous masses with multiple faces that multiply when you slice the PC.
Okay, I gotta skip. I don't want to see too much. I don't want to see. I gotta go into it fresh. I gotta go into it fresh.
A game that takes place in the Warhammer 40,000 setting has been announced. Launches in 2026.
Here we go. This is gonna be the biggest release
Lego
of the
Star
entire
Wars, the
fucking
Skywalker
season.
Saga in 2022. TT Games is back with its newest title, Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. It's out in 2026 for PS5, PC, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch 2. While previous titles focused on the hero in original stories, Legacy of the Dark Knight pulls from numerous iconic events across movies, comic books, games, and more. There are scenes from Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, and even 2022's The Batman, set across a large open world not unlike the Batman Arkham series. Combat
I'm
looks
so
very
down to
free-flow
play through this.
combat-esque, with
Oh,
takedowns,
this looks
combos,
so
and
good.
whatnot. You can also recruit playable partners like Batgirl, Catwoman, Jim Gordon, and Robin, each with their own gear. Difficulty modes like Dark Knight mode are also
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw the tweet that was put out like a couple of weeks ago, but James Gunn put out a tweet asking people what their like favorite like superhero that or like meta human that you'd like to see in the DC universe would be. And I didn't see a single person say Batwoman. I didn't hear a single person say Batwoman, right? I think Robin and Nightwing, Red Hood, they get so much goddamn attention. Tim Drake, the new fucking what's his name? Damian Wayne. They get so much goddamn attention. Batwoman has such a great storyline. Not just Barbara Gordon, but like a lot of the other kind of like female Bat family members. They have such good storylines that have not been done justice. I would love to see James Gunn tackle that shit. I think James Gunn could make a phenomenal Batwoman movie. I think it's possible. It's so possible.
available to amp up the challenge. Road Kings is a new truck driving simulator by the studio behind MudRunner, Roadcraft. Saber Interactive took to the Gamescom opening night live stage to unveil a new title, Road Kings. The game was announced with a trailer showcasing its story as well.
Fuck, man. And I would love to see the Batwoman that's like in purple. Or Batgirl. Her new like kind of like bluish purple outfit is so fucking fire. I love this outfit so much, man. And the fact that it hasn't been done in live action yet, oh, it's such a travesty. It's so fucking goddamn oh, there's so much fucking potential for this for a live action with this series. It's so fucking good though. I would love to see this. I think this is the closest we've ever come, right? They tried to make it into live action, but it just was not going through.
Well as its main premise of putting players in the driver's seat of a 40-ton semi-truck. The core gameplay of Road Kings revolves around the fact that players will have to make deliveries with the truck in dangerous conditions, all while the game employs realistic physics and weather simulations. The title is slated to largely take place in the landscapes of the American South. While the title might bear some similarities with games like American Truck Simulator, Road Kings will also seemingly feature a story that has the player rising through the ranks from a rookie driver all the way up to the owner and operator.
I can't find the fun in like
Along
truck
the way,
sims.
Players will also have to figure out challenges like managing routes, cargo, and client demands. Demon Ex Machina Titanic Scion gets free demo ahead of September 5th launch.
Diamond Ex Machina.
Marvelous USA and Marvelous Europe have released a new trailer for upcoming mech-based sci-fi action title Demon Ex Machina Titanic Scion during Gamescom's opening night live event. Alongside this, the company has also released a free demo for the upcoming game across PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch 2. The demo for Demon Ex Machina Titanic Scion features the first 9 chapters of the main story, while also giving players access to the open world so that they can take on some enemies and experience the high-speed combat for themselves. The demo also includes support for asynchronous multiplayer, where players can experience the game at their own pace while still being connected online and benefiting from other players spending time with the title.
That's kind of cool.
For those that might be worried about having to
Here's a hot take. For games like this that have like quick-paced combat, like, I don't know if you guys see how fast it is with like the hack and slash kind of thing. I sometimes feel like they utilize this hack and slash animation where it's like fast paced
some enemies and experience the
hide how bland the combat actually is, right? Right? Like you're pressing one button, but your character's doing like backflips and like fucking twirls and like they're moving their sword in fucking all kinds of like ways. And you're just pressing one button. Like, it's just to hide how fucking bland the combat kind of is a little.
High-speed combat for themselves.
High-speed combat. That's how they classify it. This This is what they classify as high-speed combat. Okay, moving on.
Or for asynchronous multiplayer, where players can experience the game at their own pace while staying connected online and benefiting from other.
Dude, I have some hot ass fucking takes today. Ooh, it's spicy.
They're spending time with the title.
Oh,
for those that might be worried about having to replay those opening
the game industry is gonna fucking put a hit on me.
The game comes out on September 5th. Marvelous has also confirmed that save data can be carried over from the demo into the full release as long as you play on the same platform. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming to Switch 2 in 2026. The Order of Giants gets new gameplay.
It was a release for
Indiana
Switch
Jones
2.
and the Great Circle's first story expansion, The Order of Giants, received some new gameplay at GamesCom's opening night live. As the archaeologist ventures into the depths of Rome, he encounters undead enemies.
Okay, let's skip this more. I haven't played the game yet.
Switch 2 in 2020.
I haven't played the game yet. I don't want to know too much about this game.
Tanks.
World of Tanks.
Players
I don't really
will also
care
get
too
to take
much.
compatible.
See, what is this? Call
of Duty Black Ops 7 officially launches on November 14th. First gameplay revealed.
I haven't played a lot of the other
analogies. Activision finally unveiled game.
I played the multiplayer for every Call of Duty, for every major Call of Duty. I played all the multiplayers. I haven't really played through a lot of the storylines though. I was never really like a campaign player for these games. I loved how good the multiplayer was and how fun it was to get with a group of people and like play these games, but I never actually I don't know much about like the main storyline to them. And I have 6 of these Black Ops games to like play to understand what the fuck's going on. Like, I have to do a fucking marathon before this game drops. When does this game drop?
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 at opening night live. If the surreal environments of Black Ops 6 were enjoyable, good news, they're coming back on a bigger scale. Locations like Avalon and Alaska were also showcased, with robots, big and small, wingsuits, and more revealed. Perhaps the most bizarre reveal is a giant human slamming down on David Mason and his team.
Let me just say,
Raul Menendez
YouTube comments, not a single person
as rumored,
did
Call of Duty
timestamps.
Black Ops 7 launches on November 14th. For
not
Xbox
a single
One,
person did
Xbox
timestamps for this video. This is IGN we're talking about.
And PC.
IGN. How the fuck are there no timestamps? Well, how long ago did this drop? This dropped August 19th. That was yesterday. Oh, okay, maybe not enough time has passed by. But like, how the fuck has nobody posted timestamps in the comments yet? Somebody with OCD had to have done it.
With no sign of a Switch 2 release. Hollow Knight Silksong new footage. Team Cherry has finally revealed around 30 seconds.
I'm so excited
Hollow
about
Knight Silksong gameplay, giving fans a fresh look at the long-awaited sequel. The studio also reaffirmed that the game is 100% launching this year.
Yes. Oh my god, yes! I never had a chance to finish Hollow Knight, so this gives me a reason to go back and actually finish it before this releases. I'm so goddamn down. I think I have to add it to my calendar. I have to make sure, I have to set it in stone on a certain week so that I hold myself accountable and make sure that I play this. Because I've been saying I wanted to finish Hollow Knight for so long, and I never get around to it.
Certainty. Valor Mortis revealed. In Valor Mortis, players step into the boots of William, a fallen soldier of the Grand Army, resurrected by a mysterious substance known as the Nepthogoblin. Awakening to a plague-ravaged Europe, he must battle former allies twisted into grotesque abominations while mastering his own unnatural powers.
Why does that sound so fucking naughty?
Alternate history, the game delivers relentless combat, haunting landscapes, and unforgettable clashes with Napoleon's Eternal Guard. Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day?
Okay, let's see Stroud's take on this. I'm really interested to hear what...
Cinema.
Cinema.
To see you here.
Okay.
A witness to my work. You will know.
Man, I would love to go to Gamescom one of these days. One of these years. I would really like to go because like I haven't seen a crowd like this since like I think E3, right? I miss those days. Like I don't miss some of the people that like you'd experience in the crowd for sure. Like I will say E3 was like a collection of just like it was a collection of different people all put into one room. Some of them were bearable, some of them weren't. And some of them wore deodorant, some of them didn't. You know what I'm saying? And like, but like being in a room where everybody's excited about video games and like a massive announcement gets dropped and everybody in the room just goes silent and something like this just like gets announced and everybody's like, oh, oh, you know, they're going fucking wild. It's hard not to get excited with them, you know? Like being in a room like this when shit like this is announced is nuts. It's crazy. And we're not even talking about what happens at the bars afterwards. Dude, people go fucking ape shit after announcements like this. Like virgins that haven't had sex in like 10 years walk out fucking you know, they leave those days like with
Fear. They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control.
Wait, is this a new fear?
No.
Wait, is this a new fear? Is that why they said fear?
Call of Duty.
JJ.
Once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest and
It's time.
We're going
to
backwards.
wake up.
Your streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Raul.
Menendez is a terrorist. We're bringing
Comes out in
peace
10
and
years?
security to the world.
He refuses to let me go.
Yeah,
Stop looking backwards.
2042
Now this
actually.
is what we do next. A lot of people counting on us for answers.
I'm not gonna lie, this cinematic kind of makes me want to play through the campaigns for Black Ops. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't played through the entire campaign yet, but this looks sick.
What the fuck?
I like the music choice. This kind of looks like 2042.
You know what this music kind of reminds me of? I don't know. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Hold on, hold on. Was it this one, Shogun? No, no. Which one was it? This is what it fucking reminds me of. This shit hits so hard as a kid, though. This shit hits so hard as a kid. The Slamwich fucking soundtrack was amazing.
Ratty kids or giant hamster Slamwich eats them.
Oh, rip DMCA. Holy shit, there goes my VOD. There goes my VOD. Dude, if that soundtrack had just like Black Ops in it, it would be fun. Black Ops, Black Ops.
Bro, what?
It'd be perfect.
Was that a world-sized human?
This ends now.
Oh my god, it's 2042, bro!
Yeah, it's 2042.
Well, it's actually 2042 with zombies. Fire. What is that? Top down? What is that mobile?
2042 with
mobile
zombies. Wait, that's right. They're gonna add a new zombies. Oh my god. I am gonna have to play through the campaigns now. Because I know Lazy's gonna fucking for sure want to play this. He's for sure gonna want to play this.
Battlefield 6 may have won this year. Maybe.
That looks
pretty
terrible.
That looked pretty rough. That looked pretty rough. Ooh, this game might own. Made by Ghost Runners. Potential. Potential.
Let's see.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to play 2042, but I don't want to disable XMP because I'm lazy. So.
Why do you have to disable XMP?
That's why it crashes.
For you?
Yeah.
Damn, that's stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that guy's head got obliterated. That was insane. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you're a little ahead of me because I'm on YouTube.
I'm on the tube as well.
Well, I'm always behind 20 seconds on YouTube, so classic.
All good.
Maybe I'll go to Twitch to stay on par. This is a Souls-like for sure, right? This looks way too Souls-like.
Oh, this is that Napoleon game.
First-person Souls-like? Oh, wait, let him cook.
It's gonna be a Souls-like.
Oh, I'm playing this for sure. Give me a look at this.
It's got kind of like Bioshock abilities.
What the bro?
You don't think this looks sick?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I think it looks sick.
Oh, he has 3 hands! What? Ew!
That's cool. That's cool. I'm in.
I'm still I don't care, Shroud. I'm still keeping my expectations really fucking low for that game. I'd love to see if there's more mechanics to it, but like Valor Mortis, I don't know, man. There's just something about it that makes me feel like it's gonna like feel like all the other Souls likes. This, on the other hand, this looks revolutionary.
Lego.
This looks revolutionary as fuck. I can't wait to play this.
Lego always cooks. These games don't.
See, Shroud fucking knows. He knows. Lego fucking cooks.
I just, you know, it's just.
Now these games actually at home though. Have you played them recently?
I'm not playing.
They're really.
There's some of the best co-op experiences also. Like, okay, like I play with a variety of different people. There's some people that are better than me, some people that are at the same level, and some people that have never played video games at all. These games have enough entertainment value for everybody, and it's so versatile that like somebody that has barely like got into the game industry can like still enjoy the game. They're able to keep up, while somebody that's like really experienced in it could still be very entertained by the storyline and the gameplay mechanics of it. Like it's so appealing to like a wide variety of audiences. These Lego games are incredible.
Really good.
I
don't know how else to express it.
Like if you've never played through the Star
Like,
Wars ones, the
Like,
Star Wars
100%.
ones are phenomenal.
This is like probably like Asylum.
Like Lego Batman? Are you kidding me?
Dude, that's so sick. That is so
insane.
sick.
I'm Batman.
I know you're. Oh.
Build the legacy.
Yes. Now this is gonna be sick. It's gonna be like playing Arkham Asylum for the first time. He said the line. Did you hear that?
With more comic, I think it'll definitely have more comic book references though, for sure.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Oh, Catwoman, swoon.
This is not
I don't
something
care that
knew
she's
I
bad.
wanted. And they even have the thing.
Oh.
Oh my.
We live in a bad world.
Oh my god. That's from the movie. This is from the movie.
They did the thing.
Wait, is this? Are you
This
playing?
is literally from the movie.
Wait, no,
This
you're because how they usually do it is you play the movie.
squeaky toys.
Oh my god. Wait. There's a chance Yes, you're gonna play all the movies. You're gonna play the Christopher Nolan trilogy and the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
I was born in
That's
it,
pretty cool.
molded by
They
it.
always make it about the movies. Oh, this is gonna be so sick.
Except on Lego. Yo, that's actually kind of cool. That part's cool.
No, this will be sick. This will be sick. They always
See?
do it off the movies. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's so sick. This is not something I knew I wanted, but I'm
Facts.
so down.
Lego
is saving
games
the
hit
game.
so hard.
Well, actually, so dope.
Wait for it. Let's also talk about the combat, because you've got some real gameplay here of the combat. And I gotta
Okay,
say,
let's skip a little bit
feels like
forward. Let's skip a little forward.
So surrounded by enemies.
Just Arkham Asylum.
By playable
You are not
characters
Batman,
like Jim
though.
Gordon,
I mean, I am
Catwoman,
Batman.
Robin, Batgirl, each with and many more, including.
I like the fact that they added the whole Bat family into it too.
Gotham is a play.
The funny part about this is that this game is probably going to be more successful than Gotham Knights was. Gotham Knights was specifically made to be a co-op game that about like what happened after Bruce Wayne died kind of thing, right? And I think this game is going to do so much better in terms of like the co-op genre.
Playground, a Lego playground where you're free to explore. You can grapple from
it's gonna be
rooftop
so
to
good.
rooftop, glide over
Dang
the
it.
streets, or cruise around. Has it all.
That's not true.
I like
Has it all.
So
I
good.
like the fact that they have the Batmobile too.
That's right. Gotham
in one of
is
these
a
scenes.
Playground, a Lego playground where you're free
Yeah.
to explore. You can grapple from.
The fact that they added the Batmobile makes me feel like you're gonna be able to kind of like do races or like time trial stuff like you could in like you could in
villains from Joker, Penguin,
in
many
Arkham
more,
Asylum or
including
Arkham Knight. I mean,
the mighty
Arkham
Bane.
Knight, the like Riddler fucking time races. Those were so goddamn hard, but they were so fun, dude. They were so fun.
As you saw in the trailer, Gotham is a playground.
I swear, to 100% the game, I had to finish all those Riddler fucking challenges, and god damn, it was annoying. But by the end of it, you felt so rewarded for finishing everything. You felt so rewarded for completing every single riddle and every race, every time trial. Oh man.
Playground where you're free to explore.
Yes. I'm turning it up. I won't be able to hear you.
Oh, Fallout?
That's not true.
Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClane? You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over.
Woo! Oh, we're getting into the juicy shit. Ooh.
As I know everything.
I hope we see Mr. House not in normal mode.
I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning.
Oh, this game.
Dope.
I have to play through New Vegas. I have to.
Just about anything to save your family.
Oh, we finally gonna find out what happened to the daughter?
I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Him on the nuke is crazy. Bull riding the nuke is crazy.
This fucking guy.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
Goddamn snake oil salesman. All right. Okay. They didn't show too much, but that's a good thing, I think. Deathclaw, baby.
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Ending with a Deathclaw. That's the kind of shit I want to see. That's the kind of shit I want to see, Justin.
Chronos to
Oh,
Dawn,
man.
September 5th.
This could be cool. Oh, I'm so...
Kitty!
Oh.
Wait, what is this?
Oh my god, it's a kitty.
Stray.
No, please don't hurt the kitty, please. Oh. Run! Run! Oh, ambitious. Oh.
Cat's dead.
No, wait, it got saved.
No,
It got saved. It got saved.
Oh,
Yes!
saved! Wait, what is this game?
Oh my
Red.
God.
Aww.
I am in. I'm sold. I'm buying it right now.
Did you ever play Stray?
No, but I
Facts.
should. I absolutely should.
You like cats?
Yeah, Stray would be awesome.
Oh, this is fuck. What was the name of this? It got announced way back.
Dead Space-esque?
Yeah, fuck. What was the name of this game? Man, this trailer is so much better than the last one that they put out. What is this song? The one thing I can't get over is this fucking pussy that the helmet has on the front. That fucking ussy on the front is crazy. I love the 80s soundtrack to this though. This sounds badass. It makes it feel like it's gonna be retro as fuck.
This looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. He has a cat companion too.
Chronos, yes. This is the game that got announced like 5 or 6 years ago. Like a crazy long time ago. It's gotten pushed back so many times. It's actually kind of wild.
Are you kidding me? I'm pre-ordering actually right now. I am.
And now, a trailer for the part of the game you'll remember more than the ending. The Companions.
Actually true. This game, you plays through so many side stories.
Let's skip the diplomacy.
Chemically enhancing your statistically unsafe lifestyle. This might sting.
The pro is the same as the con.
Son of a spread.
This game, I think, is definitely going to be fun. It's a sequel, but I think it's still going to be really fucking fun to watch.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
The melee character looks sick. I like that they added a companion that's just like straight up melee.
And no, you can't sleep with them.
Why not? Man, they don't let us have any fun.
Stupid.
Fucking cock blockers, man. Outer Worlds 2.
Because that's the whole joke. Every time there's a companion. Every time there's companions in games, people, the first thing they want to do is sleep with them.
Come on, Try. Like, you haven't thought about it once or twice.
Holy shit. Banger. Actually a banger.
Yes!
Oh, you see that shot of her cleavage?
Yes!
That was crazy.
This is gonna be Game of the Year 2026.
Oh, why the fuck does everybody know about this game except for me?
God. Get it, Camille.
Oh my god, they incorporated furries into it.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is the furry game! Oh my god! No way! Oh my god.
Yes.
It's anime girls versus furries. Is that the whole premise? The males are the furries and the girls are just big-titted anime girls. There's no way. Please tell me that that's the actual storyline to this. This has to be. If this... Oh my god. I'm sold. I'm sold. If this is like the Marvel versus Capcom for like anime weebs... It's like bunny cat girls versus actual furry men. Yo, I'm so in.
Yes, yes.
Fate
yes.
Trigger.
Early access.
Isn't it
Q1.
already in early access?
No.
Q1,
it's not,
man.
right?
No,
That's gonna be
it's
like
amazing.
early January or February.
Bloodlines?
Nothing.
Bloodlines 2.
I don't need to see too much about Bloodlines.
Little elves.
Oh, what's it? I wonder what his take on World of Warcraft is.
I can see you grow weary. How much longer
I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of
can
hot.
you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
You gotta love a woman that looks like she's ready to strangle you, man.
Like me with you.
Ugh.
Oh, that's such a good line, bro.
She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will.
Time to wake him
The
up.
light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me and binds me
Time to
with
wake him up.
with
Time to wake him up.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through.
Wake him
Sun
up.
can't fall.
Bring back
I don't even know like half the lore to this.
I know.
I'm so out of the loop when it comes to this like storyline.
I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength.
I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
Headshot, headshot.
This darkness comes to devour everything.
She said, "Bet."
There will be no more light. Without your aid,
Who is she summoning?
we will perish. I beg you.
You are
Help
not
us.
prepared.
Jesus? Why is World of Warcraft getting Christian all of a sudden? What the fuck is going on? What is this game? What happened? Paladins?
The Sunwell will not fall.
Not while we draw breath.
I need to find out what the fuck is this going on in the storyline of World of Warcraft, man. They've had so many goddamn expansions. Oh my god, it is gonna be a paladin
They
buff.
just don't hit like they used to, though. They
It
just
is gonna be a fucking. Okay, so I'm not the only one.
It ain't no like.
I'm not the only one that thinks this, right? World of Warcraft kind of needs to like, it needs to die out a little bit, right? It's not just me.
It ain't no.
It's not.
It ain't no
not
Kata. It ain't
Wrath.
no Wrath. It ain't no.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, we need a fucking World of Warcraft 2, you know? We need you know, spice it up a little bit, revamp the entire thing, start from scratch and make an entirely new MMO. Like, it would be amazing if Blizzard announced that they were working on like a brand new IP altogether. Like, that was like on the level of Warcraft. I don't know.
Crusade, yeah. It ain't no Burning Crusade, but still. That was
Burning
pretty
Crusade,
sick.
yeah.
This
I
game
know
could be played
people
either
are gonna
first person or
fucking
first, which is
they're gonna hate my World of Warcraft take. I know it. Oh fuck.
gameplay.
Follow your mom that told you nothing about what's happening.
Grace, keep moving.
Bro, I'd be so pissed if my mom did this.
Yeah, like tell me what the fuck's going on. I'm not coming.
Yeah, why are we? Yeah, why are we not? What's with the secrets?
Oh, who's that?
This game looks like it could be made.
First of all, you guys, you got to understand. This is a woman we're talking about. Okay, this is a woman. if you had the option of going with your mom to like fucking exit out of a scary situation or stay in a room by yourself, of course you're going with the person that you fucking know. You're not gonna stay in a fucking room by yourself defenseless. What the fuck? You're not gonna leave your mom defenseless? What kind of situation is that?
So sorry about the power.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Resident Evil games have never looked
really
great,
no
though.
excuse
They've never been about their like fidelity.
Convenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Don't worry. I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my.
You're not gonna stop him?
Ooh.
No,
you're not gonna stop him. These takes, man.
Shoot him. All good. Yeah, no shot fired, nothing. Just do it.
They just walk away?
Yep, mom's in on it.
In and out.
You know, they might actually be cooking with that take though. The mom might actually be in on it.
I promise you, I will explain this all to you.
She's dead.
She's dead. One of these days. Yeah,
She's
like,
not going to explain anything. Explain it now. What do you mean one of these days?
Yeah, why are we waiting?
Bro, fucking horror games. What's up with the horror games and movies all doing the same shit?
It's kind of true though.
Makes sense.
It's I've talked about this before when we did a dissection of like horror film and writing of like modern day kind of scary movies. It's so much harder to scare a modern audience now than it was years ago. People they anticipate everything. They know what's coming. You can't fucking jump scare them as much as you could. Like, audiences are so desensitized to what's going on in horror films that like there's no way of fucking doing a proper horror film anymore. With the exception of like a couple really good writers nowadays that I think are doing a phenomenal job, like the guy that did Midnight Mass, Mike Flanagan, rather than going with like jump scare horror stuff, like, yeah, sure, he has like jump scares kind of like in the series and stuff like that, but like Mike Flanagan knows how to do a turn of the screw. Turn of the screws are all about suspense, and a lot of people have lost that aspect of horror films. It's not about scaring your audience. It's about slowly twisting this screw tighter and tighter, adding more tension into what's happening within the moment. And that's what causes kind of like the feeling of uneasiness and horror. Horror films just aren't written. They're not, a lot of film students are not taught that anymore. The only people that are taught that are actual story writers, like English majors. There, and a lot of people in film don't pursue English degrees. That's the sad part about it now. They all just go straight into like film, and they think that with a film degree that's going to be all that they need to know, not realizing that some of the best cinematographers have studied in so many different categories. They study English, they study their maths, they study like from every division. You have to know everything. You have to have so much experience in different things to apply it into what you're making. Same with animation.
I love you.
You practically have to get a degree in anatomy to understand how the human body works for animation. And then you have to do it again for animals. And then you have to do it again for zoology, for like creatures that don't exist in that.
Yeah, well,
honestly, kind of
in natural settings. Like if you're creating a Resident Evil game and you're creating like monsters or mutants that have like these movements that are inhuman, you have to know how their muscle groups operate. And that's where zoology kind of like comes into play. And your kind of like understanding of like animal anatomy also comes into play a little bit, because you have to kind of apply it if it's like some kind of like four-legged quadrupedal or something.
Walked away with multiple Game Awards wins for its last
Or
project.
you have to know like the difference of like how a bipedal that turns into a monster is like mutated and it then starts to walk on four legs, or that how their movement would differ from somebody that like was born to be like a four-legged animal, like a horse or something like that, or a dog. They will have a different walk than like, say, something that's body has been transfigured or warped to try and to walk on four legs, and And it's you have to think that way. You really do if you want to get really in detail about these kinds of things for animation or game design. And that's something that they taught me. I think I was watching a tutorial for creating monsters in video games off of Nomen. For those of you that don't know what Nomen is a very, very renowned animation academy, visual effects, games, and animation. If you are trying to pursue a career in animation, this is a really, really good option, especially because Art Institute is no longer Art Institute is kind of there. Nomen is really, really good. They have a lot of experienced teachers as well that work in the industry. It's very similar to like if you're pursuing like animation more so, Animation Mentor is really, really good. Even my cousin who is in the industry attended Animation Mentor, and I think now she does like a couple classes she teaches here and there also. I'm not too sure. I haven't talked to her in a couple years, but like I would love to get in contact with her again and like see what this is all about. But like this Animation Mentor is such a phenomenal program for anybody trying to pursue anything within the industry.
Please.
It's crazy. The best game was Lego Batman out of all of these.
Lego Batman.
What did I tell you? Lego Batman Game of the Year.
I think a lot of the games have been really good.
Lego Batman Game of the Year.
Some of them are really good.
Is this a samurai game again?
This can't be another samurai game.
Is
Please,
it another samurai game?
Finished my coffee,
Not
you guys.
another one. This could be Wukong, actually.
Oh, it's almost 11. Okay, I gotta end at 11. I gotta wash clothes. I gotta get my day started. So 11 o'clock, we're calling it, you guys. 11 o'clock.
I think. I swear to God. I think I'm getting the vibe.
I gotta go to work too. I gotta put in some hours.
Holy. They just get bigger.
Yes, I know. Work. I gotta pay bills, okay? I don't make money off of streaming, all right? I just do this for the fun of it.
So like kind of samurai.
His face.
No. Wait. Yeah. Games that we know are going to be insane.
I wonder what his
Lego
takes
Batman, 100%.
Yep.
That was a banger. I would say Call of Duty, but obviously I'm not. So I'm not gonna count that.
Lego Batman, and that's it. I'm kidding. There's a lot of really good studios that are putting out a lot of fire shit right now, but Lego Batman just
Trigger, obviously, but that's something we already know.
Can't compete against Lego Batman, man.
Played that,
We've played it.
That's it's not the game.
Oh, that was a good video. That was actually kind of good. All right, let's see this guy's hot take.
Call me Goonstradamus. No, I'm not kidding. You see, it turns out as I was watching Gamescom yesterday on the opening night live show hosted by your very own
Goonstradamus
King Jeff Keighley, a couple of things hit me like a sack of bricks. And one of those things specifically is I'm
kind of curious if somebody's already taken that username. I'm kind of curious if somebody's actually taken that username. Right? There's got to be a fucking degenerate out there that's already taken it. No way, nobody's taken Goonstradamus? Wait, let me check Twitch real quick. Has anybody taken this username? Oh, somebody's taking it. Somebody took Goonstradamus on Twitch. Fuck, of course. This is why we can't have nice things, chat. God damn it. I can't believe somebody took that shit on Twitch, man.
They figured out what the entire problem is with the gaming industry right now. You see, the gaming industry has a ton of problems. There are quite a few. Everything from trying to sell
How
you
long
less
is this?
products for
20
more
minutes?
money, charging
All
you
right,
more
let's speed
money
it up, buddy.
overall, increasing the cost of video games, microtransactions, battle passes, you
All
name
right,
it.
Slide
But the
City.
one thing, the one problem that I was able to pinpoint yesterday as I was watching every single trailer happen across my eyes was this. The games industry has zero aura. I mean, really think about it. Lean back in your chair and think about it. When was the last time you were actually impressed with a trailer of a video game? I mean, truly impressed, wanted to go out and buy that game. For me, it was Doom the Dark Ages and Doom Eternal. It was also Expedition 33, but it wasn't because of the graphics. It was because those trailers were able to present something to me that I never knew I actually wanted, that I never thought.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit. I don't think anybody expected Expedition 33 to be as good as it was until people actually played it. And by word of mouth, everybody was like, you gotta check this shit out. This game only got popular because word of mouth. Nobody saw this game on release and was like, this is gonna be game of the fucking year. I don't think, I wholeheartedly believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that.
About having in the first place, or they had a style all to their own. When you see a trailer from Kojima, you know it's a trailer from Kojima. When you see Platinum Games come on that screen, you know exactly what kind of game you're going to get. And the problem with today's games, especially with the fact that there are so many kinds of games and so many developers and publishers, is none of them stand out from the pack. And I've heard all kinds of excuses about why this is happening. People are saying it's due to lack of exclusives and how exclusivity is the real reason why we're not getting any more creative games. And in fact, I'm going to prove that wrong with today's video. You see, on Twitter, friend of the channel Gaz quote tweeted Colt Eastwood talking about exclusivity. And here's what he had to say. Gaz says, no, they won't. Exclusivity has long been the driver for increased competition between platforms, galvanizing all parties to compete on several levels. In the short term, more gamers get access to more titles, but it is not a coincidence that the AAA space is so flaccid right now. And I completely 100% disagree with that statement altogether. Even if we had pure exclusivity like we had back in the 90s and 2000s, we still wouldn't be getting the kinds of games that we actually want to play. Go back and look at the list of games from 1998. Do it. I dare you. Do it. Do it. Look at those games from 1998 and look at the games you have now, and you tell me the kind of quality you were getting back in those days compared to what you have right now, or the breadth and the depth of those games.
This is actually a bullshit take also, because back in those days, I will say there were a lot more original ideas, because obviously there were a lot more programmers that were required to be hired by studios. We don't have the level of like, what how would we put it? The sharing of assets that we have now, because everybody utilizes Unreal Engine. They all use Unity, and they have like this Unreal Engine store shop where they give out like assets, or you can buy like bundle packages of things. And game designers often just reutilize assets over and over again. They didn't have that back then. You actually had to design, you had to create, you had to program everything from scratch. And that's why everything had a more original feel to it. We don't have that as much anymore. And that's just because of like the constraints, you know, there's much more expectations to more modern day video games. So if you're able to utilize assets to shorten the time it takes to design a level, to create something, they will take it.
Or the massive Game of the Year contenders that came out in that 1 year compared to where things are right now. I have to say it, and I'm going to say it right now. The last great generation of video games was the Xbox 360.
But this is also why I say that like video games that utilize 2D animation or traditional animation are such a breath of fresh air, because if it's done with 2D animation, you know that it's a labor of love. You know that there was hard work and many hours that were put into like crafting this into like an original concept. Whereas with like a lot of these other like kind of first person games, it's just kind of like it's just recycling and reusing the same shit over and over again.
PS3 generation. Everything after that has been the same boring, bland, AAA movie, cover-based action-adventure game with stealth elements slop that we've been seeing consistently. Or it's been a game trying to emulate everything that Fortnite does, trying to make everything purple, yellow, colorful, and make everybody just vomit all over the screen. Hello, Call of Duty.
Okay, that's a hot take. I don't believe that one.
In the comment section. Alex, you're not looking at indie games. You're only looking at AAA games. You're only looking at this kind of section. And yes, you're totally right. There are indie games. There are AA games. But that still doesn't defeat my original point. Many of these games and many of these trailers that are trying to entice you, the player, to play those games or even buy them have zero aura. In fact, I even quote tweeted Gaz and said this: the AAA space isn't flat.
This is a dude. Okay, this like hearing this guy say aura over and over again feels kind of weird. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to say more.
Because of a lack of
I'm gonna end up on drama.
It's in a terrible state due to the game budget size and the limited amount of risk publishers are willing to take.
Fuck.
Exclusivity does not solve that problem. And I'm not gonna sit here and toot my own horn, but toot my boy, I think I'm 100% correct, because when you look and see the games coming out from Gamescom, honestly, one of the few games I was actually impressed with that I really wanted to play was called Densha Attack. Yeah, a game about a train that has a crazy art style that you do tricks and fight monsters on while you're on its actual track.
This game looks so creative, honestly.
That game completely caught me off guard. It felt like it was a mix of Cluster Truck, Jet Set Radio, and everything else put together.
Yes, Jet Set Radio.
All in between a Katamari Damacy kind of thing, all wrapped up into one. That was cool. And you know what else was cool as shit? That Lego Batman game. Hell yeah, boy! That looked dope as hell.
I love that like everybody has the same take that Lego Batman's gonna be badass as fuck. Like not a single person has said Lego Batman.
Fucking no-brainer to not even play or pick up. And every other single game basically being the same Asian-style, anime-inspired, Souls-like combat kind of game where you don't even know what the hell's even going on because you're not actually having real gameplay. You're just getting a cinematic of a boss fight and you're like, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. In fact, Junie B on Twitter said this: modern game devs having to pick between making a medieval Souls-like or a neo-futuristic shooter. Hashtag Gamescom 2025.
What the
and
fuck
Junie
is
B is
that?
100% correct. When we go back and go through the list of games, except for the pre-show, which honestly, I felt the pre-show was better than the main show. Let's not even get started about the whole like political.
Who's that guy in Minecraft?
Even do that, Jeff?
I don't know Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft. I need somebody in to like enter our circles that does play Minecraft because I know absolutely nothing about that game.
Fix your problems. They're a real big issue, by the way.
One thing I do know is there was like a really famous player that like died of like a disease, so they put him into like the Minecraft movie. That's like the extent of like what I know about Minecraft. Oh, and that like if you fall from like a really high distance, you can like put down a water bucket and like you could break your fall. That's like the extent of my knowledge of Minecraft.
Everything else was exactly that. Another Souls-like kind of game that was either medieval or at the same time another futuristic shooter. Yeah, NC Soft, we get it. You want to do microtransactions all day long. But seeing these reactions to opening night live in Gamescom... Really
yeah, no, I saw Quackity do it one time and I was like, oh shit, that actually looks kind of cool.
Said this, I think I'd rather be watching the DS...
to be honest, I saw Quackity playing with a really famous Mexican actor and I was like, hey, that actually looks kind of legit.
Stream than this Gamescom opening night live. And Synth Potato, who I honestly do not agree with all the time, also said this as well. The Gamescom's pacing has been super bad, spending way too long on generally uninteresting things and not just moving the show forward. Hoping
I think that's when he was doing the stream with
it didn't. It really did not get better in the second hour. In fact, I think that's when things got worse overall. And like I said before, the pre-show seemed to be what had the actual better games. I don't know really what's happening, whether it's just my taste changing or the fact that the gaming industry is trying to make everybody happy with one kind of game and make one kind of platform, but I think that may be the key.
This is what I was talking about. Yes. It's not that they're doing this on purpose. It's that companies are trying to save as much money as possible, that they will buy the same asset bundles off of Unreal and just recycle and reuse everything. And that's the problem.
Hazardor Gaming on Twitter was able to get some really great screenshots.
But see, this is where I think AI is going to end up taking off. I think that Unreal is utilizing AI because when they do sell these like bundle assets or they sell like a pre-made level that they're going to insert into their game, I think companies are now going to utilize AI to like warp and alter levels to make them look a little bit different, to try and give them more feel like originality. But like, I don't think it's actually going to add any originality to it. It's just going to be kind of like a spit polish kind of thing.
Show what was going on, but here's what we saw on the pre-show. Bubsy 4D, Densha Attack, Outlaws Remastered, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. All these games actually looked really fucking cool. I was kind of impressed. Long Gone actually looked really good. Valor Mortis looked fantastic as well. PBK
Long Gone, I think, was
like
is already released like years ago.
We'll dig that. Absolem looked pretty good.
Absolutely looked pretty good. I like that
I don't know,
one.
looked pretty mid as a horror game. Road Kings, of course, was a truck driving game, which was trying to make itself look cool. I don't know how you would do that, but I guess the Euro boys over there love driving trucks. Pac-Man and Sonic Racing.
Road Kings would be so fucking cool if they did it like Smokey and the Bandit. Like, oh my god, dude. If it were like Smokey and the Bandit, that would be sick. Dude, hell the fuck yeah. Eastbound and down, baby.
We decided we'd take care of those bears. 86. Come on, bye,
86.
All right, you talk me into it.
Nah, I got that some bitch, and I got him with his fly open.
Eastbound and down.
What are we gonna do when we get home?
Go to bed. For a week.
Good idea.
And sleep.
want a bed?
Hey, Orville, you seen that new waitress down at the diner named Arlene? Yeah, man, she's got some nice legs. Man,
Wanna
she's
bet?
looking good. I'd like to take a run on her. Oh, man, what are you talking about? I'm telling you. Let me tell you something about that.
Dude, this movie's a classic if you haven't actually seen it. I always wanted that car too. Oh, that car looks fucking amazing.
This car
But like, the cool part about this is that the whole premise is that there's he has a buddy who's driving a truck and they're smuggling shit like across state lines, and this car is like the distraction. He's supposed to get the attention of all the police officers along the freeway or like the highways, and like basically pull them away from like the trucks so that they don't get stopped. But like that would make this truck driving game so much better. Also, rip my VOD because this is about to DMCA strike the shit out of me. It's bounded down. Can't be done. Long way to go and it's showing time to get there. Burt motherfucking Reynolds. Holy shit. That was the king. Dude, oh my god. If they remade this film, who do you think they'd cast? Who do you think they'd cast, huh? Who do you think they'd cast? Other than my boy, Pedro motherfucking Pascal. Who do you think would be a who would be a better pick? Look at that. Oh my fucking god. It's like, it's like, it's uncanny. It's motherfucking uncanny. Look at this shit. Look at this. You look at Burt Reynolds and then you look at Pedro Pascal and you're telling me that is not fucking Bandit right there? That ain't Bandit? My fucking god. Eastbound down. We're going down to Mexico. Dude. Yes. Remake fucking Smokey and the Bandit and put my boy Pedro in that shit. Hell the fuck yes. Thank me later, Hollywood. You're looking for original ideas? There you fucking go. Holy fuck. All right, let's do this. Let's finish this off.
I guess
real
is
quick.
a thing too. I'm not a Sonic guy myself, so I really couldn't say. Swords and Legends is of course that Dark Souls style influence that we're seeing so often, with so many games trying to emulate that as well. And then in the main show, you had things like
Eastbound
2, Call of Duty
down.
Black Ops 7, the Sekiro anime, which was leaked, but I don't know why you would put that in Gamescom. It's an anime that should be like something else, but that's just me. That's a really big problem with the show in general. And then of course the Lego Batman, which honestly looked very kick-ass if you don't mind me asking. It was almost like, oh, you guys don't want to do the Arkham Batman games anymore? Don't worry, we're gonna take care of that for you. Warhammer Dawn of War 4, hell yeah! Finally, we're getting some good Warhammer back. We had a crossover between Monster Hunter Wilds and Final Fantasy 14, which has been pretty big, but we'll talk about crossovers in a second, don't you worry. Onimusha Way of the Sword looked pretty good, but again,
I
also
really
very similar to
hope
the Dark Souls
that
games, which is
Warhammer
combat. Enfield, another
does
mobile
more,
gotcha game. You gotta love it,
right?
because they all look the same. They always tend to do.
I
With that
really
same
want
anime
to see
style as well, but
Warhammer
of
kind of
course,
like
hey,
make
that's how things gotta
something.
go. I guess Jeff Keighley's got to pay the bills. Europa V Universalis was there as well. I've never been a Europa fan player, but I can see why people would like it. Daemon Ex Machina was there too. Voidbreaker looked pretty sick. If you go on Steam right now, there's a double pack between that and Trepang 2, so I definitely would check those out as well. And of course, Indiana Jones getting DLC. Now, Zero Parades or Zero Paradise, I'm guessing that's how you say it.
Oh, it was
That
a
from the studio that made Disco
DLC.
Elysium. The problem is, they fired everybody who made Disco Elysium, and they're trying to make another game behind it. Nobody was actually pretty happy about that at all. Death by Scrolling, honestly, didn't even want to look at it. It just didn't even capture me at all in any way. Also, gotta love a World of Tanks game, because you know more microtransaction garbage is gonna be implemented in this thing too. So get ready for another one of those as well. NTE, more gotcha. Love that one. Unbeatable,
Ninja
that looked,
Gaiden.
I guess pretty okay.
Ninja Gaiden
King's
for
World,
sure
didn't
is
really
gonna
get behind
be
that either,
fucking.
as well as Ninja Gaiden
I think
4, now
Ninja
that-
Gaiden's gonna be
that
goated
looks
as
better
fuck.
every time I see it. And when you talk about
But you know what this screenshot really reminds me of? This screenshot reminds me of when Devil May Cry 4 dropped and they introduced Nero, and everybody was like, who is that character? They're getting rid of Dante? Ew. And like, this kind of reminds me of it. Like, look at this shit. They made him look like such a twink right next to him. They made him look like a fucking twink. This man's biceps are bigger than his head. Jesus
That's the one that has the
Christ.
aura, my boy. You know it's a Platinum game, you know it's a Ninja Gaiden game, and you know it's going to be
It's like, I didn't realize how big Ryu's biceps were up until you put him next to this guy.
fuck, and I think that's exactly what all these other trailers are truly missing. You got Singer City,
Jesus.
which I wasn't even interested in at all. You got Time Takers, yeah, NC Soft back at it again. More Silent Hill 4, which looked pretty good too. And then Divina Commedia, which I thought looked kind of okay, but I didn't really get too involved into it. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, where did you come from out of nowhere coming out this year as well? What the hell's going on? Moonlighter 2, which I heard had a lot of people enjoy the first one, which was pretty good. The Seven Deadly Sins, was not interested in that at all. It actually looked more like a gacha game. And then, of course, Chronos looked really good. But I'm wondering how much they paid for that dude. to show up
Chronos
on
looks
screen
fucking
and do that whole
amazing.
thing for about 2 seconds and then disappear afterwards. An expansion for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 looks pretty good.
I
Spectre was
love the
alright.
trailer
And
for
then we have
Chronos. They
Siege,
improved
another
that shit a
World of Tanks
lot.
game.
Whoever worked on this second trailer for Chronos definitely deserves a raise. Whoever fucking, because like I think they changed everybody's opinion in one go. I thought Chronos was gonna be like, oh, you know, it was taking itself a little too seriously. It looks like it's trying to be Dead Space a little bit. And now with this trailer dropped, I feel so much more confidence for this release.
Microtransaction garbage slop. And then, of course, Ghost of Yotei got Legends announced for that game as well. And then finally, we had Resident Evil 9, which looked really good in the trailer, kind of hyper-realistic. I don't really know if I kind of like that style, but I'm more of a fan of the original Resident Evils 1 and 2 specifically, more so than the newer stuff, so I guess you could kind of attribute that to that as well. You also had the new Black Myth Wukong game. Now, putting all of that together, you can clearly see that many of those games could, in fact, be pretty good.
I think I gotta
They may
skip
be
a
better
little
later
bit of
on once
this.
they release, or
It's
they may
almost
be, in
11
fact,
o'clock
better.
right now.
But the problem is, there was nothing really to stand out between them and the other people in the pack. They kind of all like blended together and melded into like one weird coalesced soup, where nobody wants to take a risk anymore. Besides Ninja Gaiden 4, besides Lego Batman, besides Densha Attack, nothing really stood out to me as like, I gotta play this.
It's not that they're not trying to take risks. I think a lot of studios are trying to take risks right now, but they don't have the money. I think consumers are so out of the loop as to how much money it takes to run a studio nowadays, to create a AAA game compared to like a couple of years ago. It is so much goddamn money. And a majority of the reason is because they overpay a lot of people within that industry and there's no regulations. But like, I think for sure it costs more. I think there was something like a couple of years ago, like two or 3 years ago, that like was put out. It was an article that I was reading about how creating a video game cost more than making a feature-length film. Like other than like a Marvel film or like something that's like really, really highly produced, like AAA games are now at the same level of like Hollywood cinema. Take that in for a second, because realize how much money is being thrown into epics like the Odyssey. The Odyssey is so much. We're talking about billions of dollars in their budget. Billions of dollars. Video games are now at that level also. So yes, they're trying to like take whatever methods of like lessening their funds, taking from the budget so that they can like put more into it.
Because everything just kind of like felt the same. Everything was either another third-person cover-based shooter or another Dark Souls kind of style-inspired game or an anime or a TV show or things that like nobody really even enjoys or wants to play. This show honestly feels more like it's for the...
Because it sells. What do you mean nobody understands? It's a marketing thing. It's because they know that there's already an established crowd. There's already an established audience. So if you make these games, it's a guaranteed sell for that specific target audience. If you make an original game, there's no way of gearing how much you're going to make off of that. There's no way of like knowing if you're the like certain audiences are going to mesh with it or not, unless you make like a Souls-like game. Like if it's a Souls-like game, you know it's going to like every Souls-like person is going to like it, regardless if the fucking storyline is garbage or not. It just has to play like a fucking Elden Ring and they're sold.
Most casual of casual audience members. Where back in the day, you would look at things like an E3 or anything else and you'd be like, this is for people who play fucking video games. I mean, look at The Last of Us when it was first announced. The way they showed that game on the stage. Hell, the meme came out about it from the guy actually playing it live. Check that shit out. That is fucking aura. That's cool, man. Like, that's the kind of stuff you want to see. When Halo 2 was announced and they showed that, even though that entire thing was fake, and you should check out the documentary about that, which is kind of funny, and they showed everything happening as well. When you see things like when Doom 2016 was announced and how they showed that, when all these other games were announced and they had way better experiences and way better ways of capturing the audience in the first place to get them excited about a video game. And I don't mean like the fake excitement that people get when you're at a Bethesda E3 show and you got that one girl going, woo! in the background for every announcement. No, we're talking about like actual excitement over a video game.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I used to go to E3, I was that woo girl. All right, I'd be in the crowd going woo. Like, that was me, man. Fucking Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild drop. Woo! I was in those videos, man, when those fucking trailers drop.
That's what people want to see. That's what people want to have in the first place. But they don't have that. I feel like the marketing campaigns, the people doing the marketing behind these games, don't know what they're doing or don't understand gamers in the first place. Or the only game they've ever played has been something like Fortnite or even just Elden Ring. I mean, look at Jeff Keighley's own tweet talking about his own opening night live. How would you grade GamesCom opening night live? A, 15%, B, 34%, C, 27%, and my own choice, D, 22%. The spread between B and D is not that great.
Oh my god. Okay. I would say, how would you grade Gamescom? I would say the fact that it was live and the like size of the crowd definitely puts it at like at least C to B. I wouldn't say A. It's not at the level of like Game Awards with like its announcement drops and stuff like that. Not only that, but I don't feel like he's saying there's not enough of like a big presentation like E3 used to have, where like people would come out and it would be like, oh my god, like this is the next evolution of video games, bum bum bum, and then like they drop the fucking trailer or some shit, or like Master Chief would come out on stage and be like, check this shit out, you know, like they're not at that level yet, I think. Or like you have fucking Geralt fucking come out of a portal or some shit and show off the newest Siri gameplay for Witcher. That would be sick. You know, I would love to see that. That would probably like put it in like A tier if they made like a spectacle of it, you know? Like it's the difference of like in music, you know, it's the difference between somebody going to see a band and like just hearing their music live, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to see a band play live because you love their music. But like you go to like a Metallica concert and they fucking bring out these gigantic robotic fucking statues that like come out on stage and they're just like giant skull hands and like Reaper just like doing shit on stage, and or like a Tenacious D show and like a fucking robot comes out on stage, you know, that's a whole different experience altogether. That is stage work. And that's what I think these live shows kind of need. Even though it's expensive, they don't make money off of it. It's all for the audience. It's all for the love of the craft, really.
It's pretty mixed overall. I think out of a 5-star rating, you give it like a 3, maybe 3.5 if you're a Black Myth Wukong fan. But I think that's the real problem overall. Jeff Keighley's idea of an award show.
That's kind of what they need to figure out. They need to figure out how they can make money off of like doing really cool stage stuff like that.
Is far too heavy on things like TV shows, propaganda that's political in some weird fucking way that nobody really wants to have in the first place, or things that just don't fit in the space overall. Hell, this was actually my favorite tweet from the entire thread. The best part was in chat when you were talking about how much Call of Duty is a success this year, and everyone was simply just spamming L's all across the actual screen. And I think the real funny part about all of that is directly in the beginning of the show, Jeff Keighley was talking about a little game called Peak. I don't know if you've heard about it or not. It's a simple game where you and 4 of your friends try to climb a mountain peak. And honestly, it's one of the funnest things ever. We stream it every couple of Fridays on another channel that we have called The Salt Shakers. Check it out in the description down below. But the thing is,
hey, nice drop. Nice drop, buddy. Nice drop. Okay. He knew people were going to be watching this video. Hey, that's the grind, though. That's the grind. Go check out that channel.
Focused, sold over 10 million copies in an incredibly short amount of time.
That was smooth. That was a smooth ad drop right there.
We're gonna make a fantastic game.
That was clean. It was just like in and out, just like that was a quick little, you know. that was real quick. He just inserted that shit and then right back into it.
Making good game after good game.
Hey, and if you like what you're watching right now, make sure you Twitch Prime. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe down below.
Good game. And
oh my god, this entire video is going to be DMCA strike. If you're actually watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for the support.
The more you see it, the more you realize it, the more you start to see that, hey, the problem with AAA gaming isn't the fact that they're doing all these other things. It's not like
Twitch Prime. The
problem with AAA gaming is they don't take risks. And that's what I'm talking about with this entire video and why Opening Night Live really just opened my eyes, basically. The problem with AAA gaming isn't just, now this is in addition to, by the way, the microtransactions, the actual amount of trying to go ahead and screw you for every dollar that you possibly can, charging you more money, battle passes, everything else under the sun, lack of ownership in video games. It's all those things. But the real problem, the real issue is that nobody has any more original or creative ideas. And AAA gaming itself lacks the one thing that all the kids say nowadays that they're trying trying to farm, and that is called aura. You see, nobody's doing anything cool. No one's doing anything different. No one is making you get out of your chair and say, hey, that looks awesome. Because if they show a trailer that is just cinematic gameplay, nobody actually cares. Do I care about the new WoW expansion? Yeah, I kind of do. Did I want to see that cinematic trailer? No, I didn't. Well, it was better than the other trailer that we saw from World of Warcraft recently. But the thing is, I want to see what's different about that. And honestly, that trailer should have been saved for BlizzCon because clearly that wasn't the audience for that expansion in the first place. These developers, these games,
right? Okay. But see, here's the thing. The fact that they dropped that World of Warcraft trailer at Gamescom and not Blizzard makes me think that like BlizzCon has something big lined up, right? I think BlizzCon has something huge that they're planning to reveal.
Thing and one thing only. If you try to follow the pack, you're going to get left behind because there's going to be somebody else subverting all the expectations. That's how we got Fortnite, believe it or not. That's how we got Battle Royales, believe it or not, because they knew what they were doing wasn't working and they went entirely.
Oh my god. What if they drop a World of Warcraft Battle Royale? There's no way. There's no way that Blizzard would ever drop a Battle Royale, right? There's no way. Imagine, though. Imagine fucking just riding in on dragons, fucking parachuting in, and just like you have to pick up weapons and magic. Oh, dude. World of Warcraft Battle Royale would hit diff.
Different direction. That's how Dark Souls and Elden Ring got so big, because they did something different that nobody else was doing. Now, instead of just actually taking ideas and inspiration, people are just trying to copy that directly. And then by doing so, they're just making bland copy after bland copy after bland copy after bland copy. Hell, in my opinion, the best way to play a Souls game is only from Software, because at least they do different things with their Souls-like formulas. Bloodborne is incredibly different from Dark Souls, which is super different from Sekiro, which is very different from Elden Ring. All these things are different, even though they are a Souls-born game. That's the kind of thing we're talking about. That's what's needed. When you saw Elden Ring for the first time, you shat your pants. When you saw
I don't agree with that take. I think a lot of Souls games are very, very similar. They are way too similar. I will say Sekiro does kind of play along that line a little bit because you do have to counter a little bit more, but like so many Souls games just feel so much the same. So much the same, especially like when it comes to like boss fights and stuff.
Expedition 33, you were like, holy shit, they did it. When you saw Doom Eternal, you were like, Jesus Christ, this thing's on steroids. That's what people want. They want new experiences. They want something new. That's why every game show is like, boring, I guess. Kind of cool, I guess. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Mid? That's exactly what it is. Everyone's trying to do the same thing and ride the money train. Instead of trying to do something different, blaze a new trail, take some kind of risk, and then do the right thing by enticing you to enjoy video games again. That's why I was so pumped about Expedition 33. That's why E33 and Baldur's Gate 3 are like tied for my game of the generation. Because
I have this guy sped up to 1.75.
Gameplay-wise, story-wise, visually, everything. And E33 used Unreal Engine 5, which I personally cannot stand because every game looks the same. Every game has that ultra-realistic vibe to it. Maybe stop doing that. Maybe hire some artists. Maybe do something different with style. That's what's missing.
This is kind of how I hear like when I'm talking to somebody in a conversation, this is kind of what I hear. Like I hear them talking really fast and like high pitched.
Real, the entire internet stopped and said, hey, wait,
what is his normal pitch?
And that's what I'm talking about. There aren't any more of those moments right now. The industry is so bloated,
oh my God,
that even if exclusives
after listening to him on 1.5 speed that entire time
and over again, because they're just trying to,
it sounds like he's talking so slow now. Holy fuck, I need to put it on 1.75. I don't have ADHD, I swear.
It's impossible to make this kind of game when they turn around and they actually did it with a smaller studio better than anybody else. It's the same way that E33 stopped every developer and publisher saying, how did they do this when it was just 30 baguettes in a shack making one of the best French RPGs you've honestly ever seen? Or when you saw Doom 2016 and you were like, oh my God, they captured Doom in the essence of what it is on a modern shooter and made it applicable to today and still made it like the classic Doom games. That was amazing. That's what people want. They want new experiences. You can take inspiration, you can take ideas and make them your own and twist them into new, different kinds of ways, but to simply do the same basic copy medieval Souls-like game with the same combat and the same futuristic military shooter, another battle royale added to the mix. Oh God, I just want to, I just can't stand it, bro. That's why I get so angry about gaming. That's why I stick to like ARPGs and Path of Exile and Last Epoch and so many others. It's one kind of genre, but each one of those games in that genre are vastly different from each other.
Path of Exiles, man. I got kind of bored of Path of Exiles, but I don't know if it's because I was like getting rushed through like the storyline and shit. I don't know, man. If I would have played it with a group like and gone through the storyline with them, the thing with my friend group is that like if you're not there when they're like tackling missions and shit like that, sometimes you'll just get left behind. And it's so like it feels like the power levels are like not, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. When you get left behind in those games, you feel kind of like you're just kind of like baggage that's getting carried around kind of thing, you know? You feel bad because they have to replay through like boss fights and missions, and you're just kind of like there for the ride, and that's it. It feels
I
weird.
wonder why Fortnite is the only game that people are playing right now, or Madden.
That's my personal opinion on those games.
Right now is the same old stuff that we've been getting.
I like to play along with somebody. I don't want them to come back and just carry me through the story and just like fast forward me to where they're at.
Of games in that genre that were all vastly different from each other, and that's what we need right now. Variety is the spice of life, and right now we're being served only 3 kinds of spices. And baby, I'm looking for some paprika, if you know what I'm talking about. But you know what? That's just my hot take on the whole thing. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Were you excited about?
Holy shit, we finished the video.
Are you like me, a jaded old man with too much gray in his hair? Now, if you want to see more of this kind of content, more gaming hot takes like this, more gaming news, all
right, we got speed
videos, fanboy content, and live
back to normal speed.
Saturday night, 8:40.
Okay. All right. That was fun. We got to take a look at all the Gamescom announcement stuff. We fucked around a little bit. Drank a little bit of decaf coffee, which I'm gonna be so honest. I need another cup, even though it's decaf. I need some kind of caffeine in my system right now because I didn't get any caffeine. I need to go hit up the grocery store. I gotta wash clothes today. There's a lot that I gotta do. So I hope you guys have a wonderful fucking morning. I hope you guys have been having a good morning so far. I will be back probably later this afternoon, probably around like nighttime to play some Heartworm. So I'll see you guys then. Probably after I get home from the gym, which is probably going to be around like 9:30, 10. We'll see. I'll post up on my Twitter when I'm going to be going live. But I'll see you guys soon. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. And if I don't see you, don't stay a stranger. Later. Bye. Bye. See you later. Yeah! Let's go! Hey, how's it going, Satwick? Thanks for joining the stream. Make sure you follow down below. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later tonight. Bye.